Hello, and welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to do a little more sketching together. I'm going to do a Bard from Dungeons and Dragons character design. I'll be doing this for a friend that we haven't played with in a while, but she played a stout Bard named Youla. So, first thing I'm going to do in preparation to draw a few sketches is to make a few notes. And I'll just write her name up here, Youla. And I find this helps me get ready, helps brainstorming. Just write down a few thoughts. So, first of all, she's a bard. And she's short. Maybe a little stout, you could say. She's got big hair, or at least I always thought she had big hair. She wore this really kind of nice, sparkly, acrobatic outfit. Acrobatic. At some point, anyway. And I believe she played the lute / guitar and a crowbar. I remember crowbar played into a funny story or two. But a few descriptors like this is a good way to start. We'll probably draw her laughing. Beer has to be involved. A big mug of beer in one hand, a guitar in the other. Yeah, that's good to get started, along with the references I have. So I collected a few references. I'll drag them over for you to see real quick. Let's see here. Oh, this is window's a little big. Anyway, just a few references from the internet that I thought would help me get a sense of different poses, mostly different poses. There is an idea of getting, different costumes and fabrics and stuff. But I like to just grab a few different poses and see what I like. So I'll pull it back out of the way again. And come back here. These are some notes. So I'm going to hide the notes. And we'll start drawing figure one. Grab this one. I like to draw with this one for my roughs. So I apologize if you hear the traffic outside. I'm listening to music while I do this. Always listening to music. Why not? Okay, line of motion. Oh, yeah. Love this pose. So we got the head over the shoulders. Shoulders are doing something like this. This one leg here. And the other leg kind of kicks out like this, like that. That's fun. And arm drops down. And this other arm is out like this. And we got the lute, kind of like that. So I'm very messy with these, and I encourage you to be messy as well. Don't get hung up on being neat or proportions necessarily, even. My proportions aren't perfect, they're far from perfect. But man, I like to nail down a little bit of motion. So that's not bad for a first sketch. So what I'm noticing though is a lack of beer. Her character liked to consume. One other thing to keep an eye on is some cool fabric costuming ideas. I like the way this fabric kind of kicks out, and in this image she has short hair, but I went with the big hair that I think Youla has and flew it out the other opposite direction. Yeah, that's a cool first draft. Oh, you know what? I forgot to record my screen here. I'm gonna do hit record here, and we'll capture the next one. Hide that one. Okay. Probably not going with this pose, but I'm gonna just draw it for fun to warm up. This is a dwarf. No, a gnome. It's a gnome. And he's got some bears. Torso. Kind of waist. You know, sometimes I don't leave myself enough room down here, which is why always try to draw the whole thing before you get too into the details, especially if you're doing it on paper. Digitally, I can move things around, shrink, resize, but on paper you have to erase and often kind of redraw a lot of it. So he's double fisting some Falsters. We got the frothy bits coming out and some bubbles. Yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time on any more details because we're not going with this pose. Let's just quickly see it through a little bit more. I like his jacket. I guess has a nice waist kind of belt, I guess. We can have fun with these folds later. When we find a pose we like, we'll go really in depth on the clothing. Okay, like I said, moving on. Yes, I really like this one. This says Youla to me. We'll start with a nice line of motion again. Ground that character so don't float around. You can start with the boots, or start with the grounding if you like. So she's kind of leaning on this character is leaning on, looks like a big mace weapon, but I picked it out for reference because it could be a lute or a guitar. Why not? That. Just leaning on it like that. Kind of looking over here. Big shoulder stuff going on here. Other shoulder is over here. Arm hidden behind. Comes out to hold a big frothy mug of Falstus. Hey, it's frothy. Hair design. I have to think about hair design. This one's got cool, like, Viking hair design. This might be a dude. Anyway. No, it's not a dude. Why does she have a beard? Who cares? Dwarf, maybe. Yeah, I kind of like this pose. It feels like Youla to me. I wonder if it's too similar, though, to this reference to actually use as my own. You know, I didn't use reference growing up, really. That's not true. Never mind. Forget it. It just feels weird to use reference, that's all. It feels like you're cheating. But we'll make it our own. We'll make it our own. What if that hair came all the way down here? Or could do some braids. That'd be fun. I think I kind of generally like this pose. Really want to nail the leaning feel. Get this whole thing like that. Excuse me. I'm gonna rename that one Fave. Okay, next, let's try another one. Okay. Shoulders kick out like that. I have one leg that kicks out. Foot like that, and this one, knee, kind of like our first pose, maybe comes up. Big ears. This pose is not terrible. It's certainly joyous. Here's the shoulder. Comes out with some foreshortening. And let's put in the lute. Kind of resting on her knee there. So we have a hand here playing some awkward foreshortening there. And a hand coming up here. Actually, that's something like that. And, you know, put your foot up on something, the other foot's down here. This is not bad. Lots of opportunities back here for like a cape or some hair. Ew. Anywho. What's your favorite so far? This is what, the third one? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fourth one. We'll review them all after. Let's do another one. Okay, it's pretty standard. Straight up and down. Do a line of action with the so a little foreshortening, nothing too crazy. Something like that. So this one is pretty straightforward, yeah? Some big ol' hair. Some big ol' hair. So you see the hip splayed out this way. Something like that. There's no beer here though, so I don't know if this is going to be our one. I wonder. If we could put a beer on her hip, like hanging. That's kind of silly. Take it out. Okay, that's the fifth one. Let's do another one. Okay, this one's nice too. So we're going to plant the foot right here. Oh. Hip out like that, comes in, and here's the waist. Other knee is up in the air. Kind of see the foot like that. A lot of the form is covered up by fabric. But we're going to show the knee here. Something like that. This arm comes out towards us a bit. There's the hand. Other arm behind comes down to about here. And then up. And it looks like she should be holding something, right? That's not a bad pose. It's kind of fun. Got some motion and fluidity to it. I like this. Not too bad. I think I have one more, so let's do one more. I got a few more. Let's do this one. Tab in. This one won't benefit from a line of motion. It's more shape design. I'm into it. Reminds me of when I was doing Griggs, a wizard, earlier in the year. Okay, generally feet, legs, and in front of his jacket, coat. And he's got a hand that comes up like this. He's grasping his lute like that. And his arm comes straight down, is in a fist by his side. Let's do something different. Let's bring it down to here. Have him hold a mug of Falsters. I say him. This image is a him. Doesn't have to be a him though. And then the back side of this has, say, a backpack, a little cape or something. Nothing wrong with this pose, I guess. It's kind of cool. It's feels like we would have to I don't know. It's not much of a pose. It's just kind of standing at 3/4 to us. Oh, let's ground it. There you go. I don't know. Nothing wrong with it. I kind of did this for a wizard earlier. Maybe I'll avoid doing it again for now. It's not terrible though. Let's see if I have any more I want to try. No. I have 2 more references, but I don't really like them. So let's review. Real quick. What did we do today? First one was this one. I quite like that. Let's shrink it and put it in the corner. Nobody puts baby in a corner. Cool. Number 2. Now, in fact, I'm going to delete that one. I dislike it that much. This one, I don't mind at all. I kind of like this one. We'll have to try and make it our own, though. Yeah, I like this one. It's a keeper. Let's shrink it. Get it fitting on the same page with the other ones that are like. Cool. Those 2 are nice. This one's okay. We could have put the beer mug here, maybe. Like, you know, waiting for her. The froth. The Foster's froth. I'm not going to delete it yet. It's very similar to that first one we did, though, eh? Okay, we'll just keep it for now. I'll hide it. Number 5. Nothing wrong with this one. It's just not super exciting. And we didn't ground you. Here you go. Maybe there's like a table or something, and there's the beer on the table. You have tables in the background. There's the door behind her. Yeah, we could do a whole like little scene with the bard. It could be fun. I'm not going to delete it yet. 6, also very nice. Don't mind you. This is what we have so far. And the last one, number 7. It's actually not bad. I don't know. We'll shrink you down too. We all getting shrunk. I'm just organizing all my favorites, and then we're going to call it. This is a very good warm-up brainstorming session for this character design. I hope you enjoyed watching and taking part. I sure did. Did I screw that up somehow? No. So we ended up with a few. That's cool. And the last one. So we got, what is that, 6? I'm going to number them. If you care to, you can just let me know down below in the comments which ones you liked the best. Okay. So this is number 1. This is number 2 for me, I think. My 2 favorite. I don't know. 3, 4. 5 and 6. Yeah, I think that's the order I like them in. How about you? I'd be curious to find out. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed that. Next time we'll pick 1, maybe 2, but probably 1. Make it our own. Do some nice line work, and then in the end, we'll color it. So thanks again for joining me. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care.